Hey guys, Miss Dragon here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. So, today we're going to start off with operations because we need to complete Cole and Cassandra's operations to move forward in their quest line. So, let's start off with Hard and Hightown and Dagger in the back. Commander, the Kirkwall guard questioned the merchants around Hightown and found the one who sold the dagger. He said he sold it to a dwarf, couldn't remember the name, but described him as a blue-eyed, beardy, like all dwarves. Oddly cheerful for someone in the Merchant Guild. Lieutenant Mallory. Obtain amulet for Cole. Ambassador Montilier. It is rare to hear of those in Orlais treating spirits as anything other than beasts to kill, and rarer still for anyone to care enough for one to help them. I have given the amulet to your people freely, in hopes that the Inquisition will continue this open-minded approach. We wish you luck in healing the sky, whose rifts have damaged the Fade even here in Ravane. Yours in peace, Lady Anna Maria in Daresmuid. Locate the missing seekers. For a time, finding the missing seekers seemed to be impossible. Early indications pointed to these men and women heading one at a time into Ferelden, but here their trail went cold. A chance rumor regarding Ban Loren, a Ferelden nobleman who had not been heard from for months, led Inquisition agents to investigate Caer Oswin, and they too went silent. These events are connected, and it seems this is where the missing seekers will be found. Okay, and then we're just going to do Arden Hightown, no dwarf less worthy, Ruffles and Curly, and various Kirkwall guardsmen who formerly owed me money. Thanks for digging into this mess for me. I can only think of one dwarf who fits the description of oddly cheerful and also blue-eyed, who'd still be in Kirkwall, and that's Worthy, an acquaintance of mine from Hightown. Why he'd do any of this, I have no idea. If you owed me money, forget about it, Varric. We want to question Worthy ourselves. Forget the guard. We'll catch him. We can help the city guard bring. We're just gonna do Cullen.
All right.
Okay, so the Arl's invitation. I apologize for any unpleasantness that might have arisen from my last correspondence with the Inquisition. My people have been under tremendous strain for too long, even before the destruction of the Conclave, and it has taken its toll on all of Redcliffe Arling. But that is in the past. Today I write to offer an invitation to the Inquisition. The Bannerin of Calon is part of my domain and now lies empty. Ban Elara lost her life attending the Conclave. Her only living relative holds lands too far away to administer both. By Ferelden custom, the lands are now the property of whomever claims them through skill of arms. A tournament will be held at Callan, with the victor taking the title as their prize. The Inquisition may send a champion to fight in the melee if you wish. Sincerely, Arl Tegan Gwern. We can't truly run a Bannerin, but a well-chosen envoy could find us Ferelden allies, or we could send a champion. It may not be wise to win, however, Fereldens hold grudges. We'll send Josephine.
Let us begin.
So now I need to send Liliana somewhere. The Arcanus and the Fade, maybe? Report in Arcanus Dagna's hand. An official request made officially. The Inquisitor has suffered exposure to the terror of the Veil and the energy of the Fade. To properly help her endure these forces, I need to understand them. I need samples. I need remnants. I need to see. If it pleases, I request the resources for a grand experiment to peer through the Veil, or as far as I can. It's an expensive investment, I know, but it's necessary, and it's only fair. I need to see. I wrote that twice. It's important to me. Arcanus Dagna, sketch below flowers and fire. To have what she needs, I expect it would be difficult to keep it from her.
Inquisitor.
Okay, so now we can move on with some questing. So the first thing we're gonna do is go give the amulet to Cole. So let's go find him. Apparently Iron Bull has a something.
Come on, Krim. I'm working my ass off trying to get you to see that move.
You still got plenty of ass left, Chief. Your worship.
Glad you came by. I got a letter from my contacts in the Ben Hasrath. Already verified it with Red.
Should this be private?
Do you want to discuss this alone?
Not like I was hiding it from my boys. Besides, right now, I need to hit something.
You know they've got training dummies, Chief.
The training dummy might actually defend itself against the shield bash. Anyway, the Ben Hasrath letter.
What's in the letter?
What did the letter say?
The Ben Hasrath have been reading my reports. They don't like Corypheus or his Venatori. And they really don't like Red Lyrium. They're ready to work with us. With you, boss. The Qunari and the Inquisition joining forces.
I don't trust them.
That would be an unprecedented offer if I believed it was legitimate, which I don't.
Now, ordinarily that would be the way to go, but they've identified themselves. They're not running a game on you. They found a massive Red Lyrium shipping operation out on the coast.
They wanted us to hit it together. Talked about bringing in one of their dreadnoughts. Always wanted to see one of those big war ships in action.
Did you see that? Go get some water. They're worried about tipping the smugglers, so no army. My charges, you, maybe some backup.
What are they offering?
What does this alliance really get us?
They wouldn't use the word alliance if they didn't mean it. Naval power. More Ben Hasrath reports. Qunari soldiers pointed at the Venatori. It could do a lot of good.
Something wrong.
You don't seem entirely happy about this.
No, I'm good. It's... I'm used to them being over there. It's been
You don't want them to spread?
I thought the Qunari wanted to extend their reach to the whole world.
Yeah. Just didn't think I'd see it. Look, the Qun answers a lot of questions. It's a good life for a lot of people. But it's a big change, and a lot of folks here wouldn't do so well under that kind of life. I guess it's not like we're converting. This is just us joining forces against Corypheus. On that front, I think we're good.
I'll do it.
I think the Inquisition could use some help from the Qunari.
Good. I'll pass on word to Cullen and Red. We can set up the meeting whenever you're ready.
Alright, so we've unlocked Iron Bull's personal quests, so that's good. But we're gonna head back up to Cole.
Yes.
Okay, Cole.
A breath-caught smile from the Enchanter as the candle lights. The walls are safe. She will never be hungry again.
Give Cole amulet.
I found the amulet that Solus told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp. What do I do with it?
You found one of the amulets. Excellent. May I? It is simple enough. You put it on, I charge it with magic, and you should be protected.
Easy peasy. Alright, if Cole is sure.
Are you ready, Cole?
They can't make me a monster. Ah!
What was that? Oh, what are you doing to the kid?
Stopping blood mages from binding me like the demons at Adamant. But it didn't work.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
Well, we knew that. I don't know what Cole is.
I'm not certain exactly what Cole is.
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yes, a spirit who is strangely like a person.
I don't matter. Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
Warm, soft blanket covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something. There. That way.
We'll investigate.
We'll find whatever is preventing the amulet from working, and we'll make it right.
All right, kid. Get Cullen and work with him on the map to figure out where you're sensing something wrong.
Will you come with me? All of you?
Of course.
Sure. right, I get it. You like spirits. But he came into this world to be a person. Let him be one.
Alright, so we're gonna go the Cole is a spirit route. So no Solaces, right? Sorry,
Cole is a
Varric.
demon, or a spirit. He has magical abilities and magical vulnerabilities. We cannot ignore that.
Fair enough. But that ritual of theirs only works on demons, right?
This is not some fanciful story, child of the stone. We cannot change our nature by wishing.
You don't think?
However we deal with the problem, our next step is to track down whatever is interfering with the enchantment.
Yeah, this should get me through the month. Give me a moment. Greetings. Can I help you?
You killed me.
What? I don't even know you.
You forgot. You locked me in the dungeon in the spire, and you forgot, and I died in the dark.
The spire?
Cole, stop!
Just take it easy, kid.
He killed me. He killed me. That's why it doesn't work. He killed me, and I have to kill him back.
Cole? Cole, wait.
Before anyone gets killed, I need to know what's going on.
Cole, this man cannot have killed you. You are a spirit. You have not even possessed a body.
A broken body, bloody, banged on the stone cell, guts gripping in the dark, dank. A captured apostate. They threw him into the dungeon in the spire at Val Royo. They forgot about him. He starved to death. I came through to help. And I couldn't. So I became him. Cole.
If Cole was an apostate, that'd make the guy we just saw a Templar. Must have been buying lyrium.
Let me kill him. I need to.
Aha. Let's investigate. Solus, what do you think?
Solus?
You cannot let Cole kill the man.
I don't think anyone was going to suggest that, Chuckles.
Cole is a spirit. The death of the real Cole wounded him, perverted him from his purpose. To regain that part of himself, he must forgive.
Come on. You don't just forgive someone killing you.
You don't. A spirit can.
Aw. Varric, what do you think?
Varric.
The kid's angry. He needs to work through it.
A spirit does not work through emotions, it embodies them.
But he isn't a spirit, is he? He made himself human, and humans change. They get hurt, and they heal. He needs to work it out like a person.
You would alter the essence of what he is.
He did that to himself when he left the Fade. I'm just helping him survive it.
I still don't understand.
Before I decide anything, I need a clearer picture of what happened.
It seems the real Cole was an apostate, captured and taken to the Circle by Templars.
Who
I mean, I
are
understand,
known
but
for their gentle nature.
you know.
As the young man starved to death in a dungeon, his pain caught the attention of a spirit, likely one of compassion.
Compassion?
An uncommon spirit, certainly, and all too fragile when its efforts to help prove to be in vain.
Okay. So we're going, like I said, we're going the Cole is a spirit route. So Cole will become more spirit-like. The amulet should function properly. Cole must forgive this.
Cole needs to let this go.
I believe I can help.
Sorry, Varric.
Come with me.
Pretty sure Cole approves no matter what you choose, but...
Not possible. Not possible.
Can you feel this man's pain, Cole?
He remembers now. He knows he killed me.
No. Feel his pain. His guilt. The shame that drove him from the Templars.
Don't worry, we'll erase his records. They clap me on the shoulder, smell of oiled metal and blood. They smile like Louis did when he made me drown the kittens. Laughter bounces off the walls like a thin child's fists.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Aw.
He's hurting, Cole. And you are a spirit of compassion.
Forget.
I believe we are finished here.
You all right, kid?
Yes. He's free. We're both free.
Aw. I like Cole whether you do the more human or more spirit route.
Appears to be working. Cole should be adequately protected.
Have you talked to him since? Have you heard what he sounds like?
He sounds like a spirit.
Nonsense words like Bertrand at the end. Just need to hear the song again just for a minute. I'm all right, Varric.
Aw. Are you happy, Cole?
What matters is his happiness. Cole, how are you feeling?
I am well. There is work. Wounded to help, hurts to heal, but the weight is off. The old chains have fallen.
You're not still angry with the man who hurt you?
No, I helped him forget. His pain no longer pulls at me. A woman with 2 names slips a knife in darkness to her left hand. Honey stirred into Leliana's wine. Faith, not revenge.
Could have been a person.
No, it's okay, Varric.
Possibly. Would that have made him happier, Child of the Stone?
Could have. I think Cole's happy no matter what, so. Alright, so that's Cole's done. Why is Solus not here? Oh, here's Solus. Okay, I got him to show up.
Hello.
I don't know where he was, but whatever. I don't think he has anything new to say either.
I need...
Alright, guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna head to the Storm Coast with Iron Bull and do that quest real quick. And then travel this way. And I think, I don't know, maybe we'll start Cassandra's, we'll see.
All right. Our Kunari contact should be here to meet us.
He is. Good to see you again, Hisrad.
Gat! Last I heard, you were still in Saharan.
They finally decided I'd calmed down enough to go back into the world.
Boss, this is Gat. We work together in Saharan.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor. Hisrad's reports say you're doing good work.
Bull is his rod.
Iron Bull's name is Hisrad.
Under the Qun, we use titles, not names.
My title was Hisrad because I was assigned to secret work. You can translate it as Keeper of Illusions or...
Liar. It means liar.
Well, you don't have to say it like that.
Pleased to meet you.
I look forward to working together.
Hopefully this will help both our peoples. Tevinter is dangerous enough without the influence of this Venatori cult. If this new form of lyrium helps them seize power in Tevinter, the war with Kunandar could get worse.
With this stuff, the Vince could make their slaves into an army of magical freaks. We could lose Saharan and see a giant Tevinter army come marching back down here.
The Ben Hasrath agree. That's why we're here. Our dreadnought is safely out of view and out of range of any Venatori mages on shore. We'll need to eliminate the Venatori, then signal the dreadnought so it can come in and take out the smuggler ship.
Investigate. What if the ship has mages?
There might be Venatori mages on the ship as well, if the Dreadnought can't handle them.
It's unlikely there'll be more than 2 or 3 mages on the ship, and they'll be dead by the 3rd shot. On land, though, a half-dozen Venatori attacking the dreadnought from cover could do some serious damage.
Why not attack at sea?
If it's dangerous for the dreadnought close to shore, why not attack when the smugglers reach open water?
Any decent smuggling ship can outrun a dreadnought on open water. We need to catch them close to shore.
Why use a small force?
I could have crushed any Venatori resistance with the Inquisition's main forces. Why not use them?
Because then the Venatori would have seen you coming and run. They'd schedule a new shipment for later, and our spies might not know when or where. This is risky, yes, but it's our best chance to destroy the shipping operation permanently.
Bull, does this work for you?
What do you think, Bull?
Don't know. I've never liked covering a dreadnought run. Too many ways for crap to go wrong. If our scouts underestimate enemy numbers, we're dead. If we can't lock down the Venatori mages, the ship is dead. It's risky.
Riskier than letting Red Lyrium into Minrathos?
I'm ready.
Let's go hold up our end of this bargain, then.
My agent suggested 2 possible locations the Venatori may be camped to guard the shore. There and there. We'll need to split up and hit both at once.
Such
I'll come
exact
with you, boss. Grim can lead the
locations.
charges. Let me fill him in. Come by when you're ready to move.
Oh boy. Alright, let's speak with Gat. Hello, Gat.
Just waiting on you and his rod, or Iron Bull, I guess.
You knew Iron Bull?
You knew Iron Bull back when he fought in Saharon.
Yes, he led the group that freed me. I was a Magister's slave, and when the Magister went to Saharon, he brought me along. For company. Iron Bull and his men attacked my master's ship and killed him, as well as his soldiers. Bull set me free.
And then you joined the Qun.
And you decided to start following the Qun after that?
What do you think? I just watched a giant horned warrior kill the Magister who hurt me.
I've never heard this story.
He never told me about this.
One of the few things he hasn't shared with you, I gather. Sure, Bull. Share the secret Ben Hasrath reports, but keep that bit where you save the elf boy to yourself.
Is Bull in trouble?
Is Bull going to get in trouble for passing those reports on?
The Ben Hasrath aren't pleased with how forthcoming Bull has been, but he was one of their best agents. He kept the streets clean in Saharon longer than anyone before him or after. He fought until it nearly killed him. The Ben Hasrath trust him enough to accept how he joined the Inquisition, even if they don't like it. Besides, they hate to discard a tool that might still have some use left in it. That's why I have a job.
You had trouble with the Qun?
It sounds like following the Qun hasn't always been easy.
I had a temper. Bull's nickname for me, Gat, comes from Gatlock, the explosive power in Canary cannons. I was so angry when I was first freed. I wanted revenge. I wanted to find my family, who was still enslaved in Minrathos. I thought about leaving when the Qun didn't tell me what I wanted to hear, but I didn't.
Why not?
The Canary were always ready to listen, to teach. They cared for me as much as one of their own. And if I leave, the parts of the Qun that I don't like are never going to change.
How did you end up here?
How did an elf end up working for the Kunari out here?
The Ben Hasrath usually pick elves or humans to work outside of Kunandar. We're a little harder to spot. I've worked in Orlais and Navarra, but only for a few years now.
And before that?
What did you do before that?
When I was old enough, I fought Tevinter forces in Saharon. I was too angry to do much else. It took me a long time to accept the Qun, to get past justice to purpose. Some days are still difficult.
How will an alliance help me?
No one's actually detailed how an alliance with the Kunari will help the Inquisition.
The answer to that is above my rank. But the Canary don't really bargain. They don't know how. I doubt you want Canary troops stomping around your stronghold, and you're too far away for supplies to be useful. You'd get more use out of our ships, I imagine. And the agents we've got spread across Thedas. We know a lot more than what Bull sees in those reports he's been forwarding to your spy master.
I'd like to discuss the Qun.
Do you have a minute to talk about the Qun?
I'm a spy, Inquisitor, not a teacher. I'm not interested in converting anyone or debating the philosophy. But I suppose it would make for an interesting report to hear the Inquisitor's opinion of the Qun.
It's alien to me.
To be honest, I don't really understand enough of the Qun to judge it.
I think you have to be raised under the Qun for it ever to make sense. The people who join as adults either end up unhappy or, well, for many, it's just a kind of form of slavery. I like the simplicity. I like knowing my place and knowing that it's the right place. Other parts I've struggled with myself.
We'll move shortly.
I'll let you know when we're ready.
I await your pleasure, Inquisitor.
That's a weird way to phrase it, but okay. Alright, Bull, let's go.
Once they're down, send up your signal. That'll let the Dreadnought know it's safe to come in.
Understood, Chief.
Remember, you're gonna want a volley to start, but don't get suckered into fighting at range. They've got mages.
It's all right. We've got a mage of our own.
I'm not a mage.
Get in close and take their enchanter down before he takes over the battlefield.
He'll be dead before he knows it.
Just pay attention, all right? The Vince want this red lyrium shipment bad.
Yes, I know. Thanks, Mother.
Kunari don't have mothers, remember?
We'll be fine, Chief.
All right, Chargers. Horns up!
Horns up!
Ready whenever you are, boss.
Alright, let's do this.
I'm ready to head out, Bull.
Right. Chargers, hit 'em hard and hit 'em fast. When this is over, drinks are on me.
You got it, Chief. Charges, double time. Let's move!
Huzzah! So let's do this. Alright, clear out the Venatori.
You
Come on,
gave your
guys.
charges the easier target.
You think?
Lower and farther from the smuggler's ship, it's much less likely to be heavily defended.
Suppose we'll do the heavy lifting then. Just like old times.
Yes, alright. Anyways, let's find us some enemies. And...
Vince up ahead!
Oh, for...
Don't let them warn the others.
Well, I'm just gonna, like, beat the crap out of him. It's fun. Good? Okay,
I
good.
don't see any tattoos, but you're carrying a staff. Are you from a Chantry Circle? No, and I would prefer not to discuss it. Have I done something to offend you? You joined the Qun? After they rescued me from slavery.
And put you into something worse. A slave may always struggle for freedom, but you among the Qun have been taught not to think.
Solace, not the time.
Yep. All good. All good.
Get ready. We're close.
Yeah, let's just go punch in their faces. Apparently I need a lot of elf fruit. Hi.
Stink like
What? Who stinks like what now? What? Venatori say the darndest things. Are we good? I think we're good. Gotta collect up all their drops and then we can move on. And one more and then we're good.
You're a damn fine marksman.
Huh?
How do you manage that while staring up at everyone's ass the whole time?
In a world of tall people, you find ways to keep them from tripping over you.
You ever get the asses mixed up?
If I do, Tiny, you'll be the first to know.
What? Okay, signal the dreadnought. I had to
We're
sneeze.
clear, Gat.
Right. Signaling the dreadnought.
Chargers already sent theirs up. See them down there?
Aw.
I knew you gave them the easier job.
Aw.
There's the dreadnought. That brings back memories. Nice one. Crap.
They'll be killed.
The Chargers can't stand against that kind of force.
No, they can't.
Your men need to hold that position, Bull.
No,
do
they
that.
don't.
They're dead.
And if they don't, the Venatori retake it and the Dreadnought is dead. You'd be throwing away an alliance between the Inquisition and the Canary. You'd be declaring yourself Talvishoth. With all you've given the Inquisition, half the Ben Hassrath think you've betrayed us already. I stood up for you, Hisrad. I told them you would never become Talvishoth.
They're my men.
I know, but you need to do what's right, Hisrad. For this alliance, and for the Qun.
Hey guys, here you have to make a choice. You either, of course, save the Dreadnought or save the Chargers. If you save the Dreadnought, the Chargers die and you get an alliance with the Qunari. But if you save the Chargers, the Dreadnought sinks and you lose your alliance with the Qunari. So, we are going to save the Chargers because I like the Chargers, so I don't want them to die. We're going to go the Dreadnought will be sacrificed. Save your men.
Call the retreat.
Don't!
Ah!
They're falling back.
All these years, Hisrad, and you throw away all that you are. For what? For this? For them?
Don't call him Hisrad.
His name is Iron Bull.
I suppose it is.
And now the mages are going to sink the Dreadnought.
No way they'll get out of range. Won't be long now.
Bull, when the Dreadnought sinks,
Sinks. Canary dreadnoughts don't sink.
They explode, apparently.
Come on. Let's get back to my boys.
Oh. Aw,
Hey, boss.
yay.
Inquisitor, it is my duty to inform you that there will be no alliance between our peoples.
That's all good.
Nor will you be receiving any more Ben Hassrath reports from your Talvishoth ally.
You under orders to kill me, Gat?
No. The Ben Hassrath have already lost one good man. They'd rather not lose two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So much for that.
We can minimize losses. Okay. Let's go. How are you feeling?
you all right, Bull?
Oh no.
Yeah. Guess I'll have more free time without having to write all those reports.
Doesn't like talking about his
Oh.
feelings.
Boss, let me have this one, all right? This one needs to be mine.
Okay.
You're late.
Sorry, Chief. Still sore from fighting off all those vents. Good to see you, Inquisitor.
Glad you survived.
That fight against the Venatori was a bit dicey.
We knew that you and the Chief had our backs, Your Worship. Chief's even breaking open a cask of chasing sackmead for the charges tonight.
Damn it, Krem. That's the kind of thing you don't have to mention to the Inquisitor.
Sorry, Chief.
Forget it. You're doing fine.
Aw. Yeah, I always forget that Bull hates talking about his feelings.
Shame the alliance with the Chief's people didn't work out. He hasn't said anything, but he's feeling it.
Yeah. How can we use you?
Can you think of any other tasks?
Nothing jumps out at me.
Alright.
If I come up with any
Bye.
idea.
We'll
And then Bull. Let's have a chat. Oh.
You wanted to see me? Bull!
I got it!
E posti sala Talvishoth.
Yeah, my soul's dust. Yours is scattered all over the ground, though, so... Sorry, boss. I thought I might need backup. Guess I'm not even worth sending professionals for.
You were expecting them?
You knew the assassins were coming?
Little change in the guard rotation tipped me off.
You could have warned me.
Why didn't you tell me ahead of time?
You go through years of Ben Hassrath training to hide facial expressions when I wasn't looking. See? Like that. If I'd warned you or the guards, the assassins would have been tipped off.
How's that wound?
Are you all right?
Fine. Hurt myself worse than this fooling around in bed.
Of course you did. The knife could be poisoned.
What if they used poison?
Oh, they definitely used poison. Sarcomec, liquid form. If I hadn't been dosing myself with the antidote, I'd be going crazy and puking my guts up right now.
That sounds
As
so
it is,
fun.
it stings like shit, but that's about it.
Should we retaliate?
Are you interested in getting some payback?
Against who? The entire Ben Hasrath?
Yes.
Besides, this wasn't serious. Sending 2 guys with blades against me? That's not a hit. That's a formality. Just making it clear that I'm Talvashoth. Talva fucking Shoth.
Aw, you're still you.
You acted like a Telvashoth for years. That didn't change you. Neither does this.
That was just a role. This is my life. As one of those. I've killed hundreds of Talvashoth in Saharan. Bandits, murderers, bastards who turned their back on the Qun. And now I'm one of them.
No, you're the Iron Bull.
You're not a Telvashoth. That's a Kunari word, and you don't follow the Qun any longer. You're Iron Bull, mercenary captain for the Inquisition.
I can live with that.
Aw.
Anyway, I'll get this cleaned up and let Red know what happened. Boss, whatever I miss, whatever I regret, this is where I want to be. Whenever you need an ass kicked, the Iron Bull is with you.
Oh, yay! Thank you, Iron Bull. The Iron Bull.
Send word.
At once, sir.
At once.
Was there something you needed?
Is there any...
Only that I'm never playing cards again. I still can't find my... It doesn't matter. I don't know how Varric talked me into that.
It's good to have fun.
Because it's good to unwind and spend time with your friends?
I suppose that's true.
Aw. Anything
Is there
else?
anything
Not at present.
Alright, see you later, Cullen.
Another time.
He teaches them to fight with a secret flaw, part of a glorious strategy.
You're more of a spirit now.
May I ask how things are, now that you're more of a spirit?
Questions can be shackles, but you kept me in kindness. I will answer.
Aw, cool. Tell me about the Fade.
Can you tell me more about the Fade, now that you're more connected to it?
It is here, but held. Constrained by a construct. Veiled. Feelings, memories, minds, mortality, all shape it. A glass to hold water. We flow to the deep. Without you, we have nothing. Not even us. That's why we want so much.
Tell me about the Spire.
Can you tell me more about what happened at the Spire? You and the real Cole?
I don't remember. I let that go. It isn't part of me anymore.
Aw. You can still kill?
You don't mind killing people, even being more of a spirit?
Monsters are easy, mindless, menacing. It's harder when it's people. Venatori, bandits. People who could change. But they chose. They hurt people. We need to stop them. My blades are yours to command. I forget later, so it washes clean.
I guess it's not a bad thing then. How do you feel now?
What is it like to be this way?
I'm me. More me than I was. I can care and comfort, but keep clean. No shackles. They feel, forgive, forget, and I am free. Finally. Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
I'll talk to you later.
Yes.
Anything else to say?
Kid, says the stone. Kid, kidding. It would keep me kept with a name, but the cairn can't catch me.
You want to go somewhere?
How would you like to get out of here? Maybe do something fun?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Come on.
Let's go.
Inquisitor, you honor us with your presence. Will you be dining alone, your worship, or will others be arriving later?
Am I alone? Ah, so I am.
Who can tell these days? I didn't even realize I was alone just now.
Very good, your worship. Right this way, please. Please enjoy your meal this evening, your worship.
Julio, thanks.
You can tell her. She'll laugh and then do it because she loves you. She wants to make you happy.
That sounds intriguing.
Anything you'd like to share?
He wants his wife to tie his hands to the bedposts. Little silk ribbons. He worries she'll hate him.
All right.
She only said it because she was jealous of your shoes. Remember his hand on your waist as the music swelled.
Aww.
So many little hurts, even here, away from blood and battle. I wouldn't have heard them before. Now I can, thanks to you.
And that helps?
So you help them with a few whispered words?
The right words. Plus what I am, a little of me making the happiness stronger, so the pain fades. I don't steal the pain. The nightmare demon at Adamant did that. It made them less so it could grow. I help them heal. They never need to know I was here. You've made me better.
Aww. I'm glad to help.
It was my pleasure.
Remember old Maurice, too proud to forgive, gnarled hands clutching the back of an empty chair? Find another path.
He's helping people.
There was someone before. He was my friend, but he didn't know what I was. When he found out, he changed. I lost him.
Aww.
You found out, but you didn't change. Didn't make me change. You let me be this, be more. Thank you for helping me find this again, for believing in me. You don't know what it means.
You're welcome, I think.
Not really, no, but you're welcome regardless.
You don't need to. It used to help, but it doesn't anymore. Let it go. You were scared, trying to show them you were strong. Find him. Tell him you're sorry. The woman in the red dress thinks you would look good naked. She wants someone to compliment her hat. They will never know, but I know, thanks to you.
Aw, you're welcome. I'm glad he's happy and helping people. It's always good. Hey Cole, anything
The
else?
left hand remembers a knife slipped to her in the darkness and wonders why the flower blooms.
Done odd things?
So, Cole,
Stole bread?
have you been stealing bread and throwing it onto the battlements?
You couldn't see the birds if I left it on the ground.
Okay. We can't continue that one, so
Yeah.
that's it for that. Okay, so we are going to do Cassandra's quest now. May as well. So let's head over to Castle of Herr Oswin. Oh, Cassandra is required for this quest, so she'll be coming along. Alright, let's explore the castle then, I guess. I have no idea which way to go, so we'll just start this way. I think they both lead up to the same path, so
Herr Oswin,
doesn't matter.
odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
It might not be by choice.
He might simply be a victim as well.
Let's see what lies within.
Alright. Why? I don't know. Wait, what? Hi? What just happened?
Dead.
Do I want to go inside or do I want to go up quick? Before I go inside, we should go up and see if there's even anything up here. Oh, but yeah, so there's some loot. It's probably nothing exciting. It's just some, crafting materials, which is good. Good thing. Okay, now we can go inside. Okay, here. Alright, we got some enemies there. There is a chest over here, so we'll grab that first. And then we can hit up these guys. Okay, that's them down.
Promises. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What strange beliefs?
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes, the world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
Why not deal with them?
Why haven't the Seekers dealt with them?
We have, many times. They simply reappear after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how.
Cultists don't sound good.
Cultists. Why am I not surprised?
This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Okay. Let's keep looking then. Is there anything inside? Guys, I wanna... Children! There. I don't see anything. Anyways, moving right along. Grab this chest here. And we can continue on. Dead Seeker.
A Seeker? Did they torture him to death? The Promises will pay for this.
Yes. If that is what happened, yes. Little bird. Okay, let's fight some guys here. The heck is that? No idea. Oop. Oh, hi. Oh, there's still you. Hello, you're still here. Is that? No, there's still some more. Cassandra's doing a great job. Courtyard key. Broken something. We good? Okay, we're... Oh my god, what happened?
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of Red Lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the Promises want the world to end? What use are they to him?
Pretty sure he wants to end the world too, but hey, whatever. He'll betray them first.
Corypheus will probably betray them before they get their chance.
But after he gets what he needs out of them.
Of course.
But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
Why are Seekers resistant?
The letter said Seekers were resistant to Red Lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to Red Lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
We'll find them.
We'll find them, Cassandra.
I know we will. One way or another.
Yep. Keep going. Any hoodles. We need to go that way. So, let's have a little look-see around, and then we'll move on. Okay, there's just a couple things to loot, nothing too exciting, so let's just push forwards. Hello. Did I not hit you? Okay. Be the last one? I'm not hitting him. I don't think I'm doing anything right now. We good? I think we're good. Gather up all the loot and then we'll just have a look around. And then we can continue on. Have a treasure chest. Did I miss something? No. I didn't. Okay. Check this side for anything important. Oh, what's this? Oh god. Okay, the Order of Fiery Promise. Consider the time in which the original Inquisition existed. The first blight had devastated the world, tearing down the mighty Teventer Imperium and leaving nothing in its place. Just as there were several cults of Andraste vying to become the true inheritor of the Prophet's faith, there was more than one group claiming to represent the one true path to deliver the world from chaos. The Order of Fiery Promise was one of these, a band of men and women who decreed that not only was the end of the world nigh, it was necessary. Thedas must be cleansed with fire and reborn as a paradise. This they solemnly promised. They devoted themselves utterly to seeing this come about. Whether they ever grew close to their goal is unknown. The Inquisition eventually crushed these promisers during a battle recorded only as the cleansing of Chernu? The cult reappeared in the early Divine Age, claiming to take up the Inquisition's mantle after it had transformed into the Seekers of Truth, leading to chantry hunts that did not see the Promisers eliminated again until the Exalted Age. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. They're like cockroaches. No matter how many times you kill them, they just keep scuttling about. They just keep coming out of nowhere. Which way should I go up? Go up this way. There's a door. A big room. There might be something in the big room. Got 2 chests. Stuff. What's in this one? Some more stuff. So what's on the other side? On the other side, we have 2 things to loot. Okay, well, I guess that's it. So let's head through the doors, see what happens.
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Can we help him?
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him.
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
But we met the Lord Seeker.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That wasn't him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he
came here.
I'm so sorry.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time for sympathy.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome.
Rest in peace, Daniel.
He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
And make him pay. Alright. Up the stairs we go. Lord Seeker Lucius, I'm coming for ya. Enemies, yes, we are here. Hello. It's time. But wait, there's more. Okay, there we go. And now they're all dead. On to the next group.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a woman I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
You have a lot to answer for.
You must be very proud of your handiwork.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
Do you help Corypheus?
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help?
Corypheus is a monster with limited ambition.
And your ambition is so much greater.
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
Yeah, we need to stop him.
Don't listen, Cassandra. We need to end this.
What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning.
Okay.
Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
That was quite the noise, Cassandra. Well, that was quick. Lord Seeker Lucius was a lower level than, his little bros here. For the odds.
He was insane. He had to be. The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
So much wasted life.
All these wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
Okie dokies. Let me just have a look around here and then we'll leave. Alright, there's just some money and a sword, so let's head back to Skyhold and talk to Cassandra.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the Old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
You seem upset.
Are you all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Yes, as we've seen in Kirkwall and many other circles. It's magical castration.
You mutilate mages.
I always thought it a necessary evil. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the rite, from the beginning.
Why keep it hidden?
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
We created the Rite of Tranquility. I told you of my vigil, the months I spent emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
Investigate. What else is in the book?
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
I don't know.
I can't foresee the future, Cassandra.
But we know the past. Those who do not heed history are doomed to repeat it.
Yes. Your faith has been shaken.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to survive, but not to serve. That is not the Maker's work.
How would you rebuild?
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, no more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
Oh. But what is the Maker's work?
You keep saying that, but what is the Maker's work?
There is no way to know for certain. That is why we must seek it out. Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
It's the name the Seekers. Anyways. Aw, you can do anything. I'll support her.
If anyone can rebuild them into something
Yes.
worthwhile, you can.
But are they worth rebuilding?
That's up to
You
you.
could make them worth it.
I will think on your words.
Aw, Cassandra.
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Anything for you, Cassandra.
It's good to see you.
About the tranquil cure.
I want to talk to you about the cure for tranquility.
It's not a cure. Not truly. Mages who were once tranquil lose all control over their emotions. They become irrational, unable to focus. Perhaps that state eventually passes and they can be helped, but it will take time to investigate.
They deserve a chance.
There are so many tranquil. They deserve a chance to heal.
I would not want news of a cure to spread until we know for certain we can help these people.
That's fair.
Once we have that, however, then I will spread the word myself.
Awesome. I'd like your advice.
Do you have any advice for me?
We must guard Skyhold carefully. There is no telling when Corypheus will next attack.
Okay, cool. Goodbye,
That's
Cassandra.
enough for now.
Another time, then.
Alright, and that is where we're going to leave this video, guys. Next time we will... I don't know. Maybe move on in the main quest? We'll see. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!